First thing you do, you come in the house. Over here, you might have to get Grandma to help you. She will be here.
Okay.
If these aren't here, she'll have to help you find them. You need to grab filter. There's a ring that's not always there.
Okay.
It could be have Grandma help you, but it could be in the dishwasher. It could be in this, it could be in this, which also goes, which I don't see the lid for. You'll need that filter. Go ahead and grab this whole box because you're going to need that tape and pins later. And actually, Grandma will probably help out with you on this. Because I might as well show you how to do it in case they don't. Okay?
So they're handling feeding the lamb.
You take our feed. Yep.
Okay.
Lily will feed the lamb. Lily will probably help you milk even.
Okay.
Lily will take care of the rabbits.
Well, I always need a woman to give me some guidance in life.
You take, I'm gonna let you do it. You take that and push it down in there. Perfect. That's probably the best way to learn is that you just do.
I concur. And is there one more? It's just
That's
those
it.
two.
Now grab them with me. 6 jars. Again, on this one, you'll coordinate with Grandma. If you're running out of jars, she'll probably green separate or something.
Okay.
There's a lot of jars at the top.
Here's the lid.
Okay. And there's one lid total.
Yep. You put that inside of that. We've got our lids ready for when we come back in. We've got our tape and our Sharpie. Mark it. You need to get one more thing. Tumblers usually right there.
Okay.
The tumbler is for warm water. Here, you come here. You do it.
For the cloth.
Put it on heat. Here,
Yep.
let you do that, and then spray 10 soaps in there. Kind of keep an eye on it
To make sure
to
it's
make
hot.
sure it doesn't get too hot.
Okay.
We're on a wood boiler, and it gets
Really
hot. 160 degrees. Just 10. Put the lid on it.
So don't
Keep
fill it all the
going.
way.
Let's do. Let's go to 3/4. The more you put in there, the longer it lasts.
Yeah.
Because of the mass. You won't be able to get
Everything.
the
at
pig
one
bucket and the milk supplies.
time. Okay.
So
Me and Lily have to help.
you could have. Would you do that? You go get the pig bucket. The cats. I don't know if this food gets stale.
I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
They want fresh stuff.
Yeah. So I just give it to them. And then we have the food for it in here. If you run out, we'll have a supply inside that I can get Grandma to get for you.
Okay.
Oh, just try to do just a little bit. Notice how I had this bag rolled up in there. There's all these little things we just end up doing every single day. I take it for granted, but we roll this stuff so it doesn't get stale. And kind of put it in this way, put it in this bucket in such a way that it doesn't unravel.
They're out already, but they will normally not be out, or they will.
Cows are out onto the concrete. That'll be normal.
Okay.
So let's grab our cart.
Hey, the wheels are all on.
Are they off?
No, they're on.
Last time they weren't, were they? Ready to go? We have a stall of wood. We're gonna fill up that Henry cart pretty good. So it wasn't that cold last night. So there's wood in there. Okay. Well, we should have looked and see how much wood we needed. I was kind of assuming we would need a full.
Do you
This is not
don't
the
use
right-
this for anything else, or do you?
What do you mean?
The cart?
Firewood?
Because you could leave the wood in it if it's unneeded somewhere else, like the cart.
Yeah, we are gonna use that cart a lot.
Okay.
So what we don't use, we'll just stack right here, so it'll be close for you next time. So you grab this. We try to kick some of these ashes down. There's an ash catch down here.
Can I do it, Papa?
So we just stir it a little bit.
Papa, can I
You can-
do it?
There's a roll of hose.
Okay, so it needs to be open so they can
See him?
get there. See that?
Yeah. See that? need to open it up. I guess that's part of the fan system. Both sides. I mean, we get into the intricacies of it, kind of, we're paying attention to the weather.
Yeah.
We'll load it accordingly. And this would have burned down a little bit more because we wouldn't have loaded it as high.
Yeah.
And we would have been able to clean it a little bit better just then.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Come over here and pull this handle up. Oh look, you can look at this too.
Okay.
182, that's really good.
Okay.
If that's below 140, you're probably running out of wood.
Okay. So this.
Lift the handle up. Yep.
And then.
Yep. One here.
Okay.
And then one in the back. See?
Okay.
So there'll be two row, one row here and then one row in the back.
And then
Does that make sense?
how are you? How
high as you can go.
Just as high. Okay.
Whoa.
You know it's not gonna be very hot today,
Right.
so maybe let's not go all the way to the top so we can clean it out this afternoon. Because we'll load it twice.
Papa, can I burn
We'll
this
load it
board?
morning chores and afternoon chores. Yeah, go ahead. You can do like stack it on the rack.
Okay.
This is for your.
Smoke's coming up the side.
This is for your
Papa!
next time. We're already right there with the cart.
Yeah.
The cart's empty. The hay's right here. You might as well grab some hay. So
Is it? You could do. Was it 3 last time?
3 or 4 flakes, because you could have an inventory over there by the heifers.
Okay.
They don't need that. They maybe need 2 flakes. Watch out, Mr. Brown.
Don't put it on me.
Too big.
Too big. Got to cut down.
Actually, that needs cut.
Oh, okay. Well.
Here you go. You got a knife?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I
You
did
better
bring
not
my
get
knife.
caught on a homestead without a knife, right?
And it'll be tied 3
He's
times
like,
or 4
of course. Look at me. I'm passing the test.
times. I did think about it this morning. I was like,
You're like,
because I carry it for work normally, but I don't always carry
that'd
it.
be like showing up without rubber boots on, wouldn't it? Watch out, Mr. Brown. All right. You go first.
What was that?
Staff. Why don't you do? Take the staff. You don't rarely have to use it. It's more just in case you need it. It's not like you have to hit them or anything. But you're gonna hurt them in the stall.
Yeah, we can feed them hay,
Glad we
but
didn't
the
start
hay
off with the
thing
bull.
doesn't really work
Right?
anymore.
Come on. Come on.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Good. Exactly. Sometimes it's just a patience game. They can go in either stall. It doesn't matter. One can go in one and one can go in the other.
Come on.
It's fine. Work with it to see if they'll go to the other stall. Stay back so that you're gonna run out this way.
Okay.
There you go.
So am I trying to move her either way,
Either
or
way.
just, will she back up?
There you go.
Come on.
There you go.
Good
It
girl.
happened. All right, now you can shut the gate door on them. It's latched open, or otherwise it would shut, and they wouldn't be able to go get their water. Good. But if we were to fill that up anymore, all the poop would fall out onto the gravel.
You mean like last time?
Yes, exactly.
So do you just disconnect it? Is that how you turn it off? Okay. This button here.
Did you just turn it off?
But
Is it
shut
still
to
blinking?
red and then turned off?
It was red.
Well, no, it was blinking green
You
and then.
touched the fence then.
Huh? I
Touch it.
Is this
Did
a
you
bad
turn it off
idea?
or not? It's blinking or
I
not?
mean, because if I'm going to touch this fence, I'm going to go disconnect it.
Well, then go disconnect it. Hey,
Because I don't know about the buttons, but I know if it's not connected.
Whatever makes you feel comfortable. I don't blame you. Have some redundancy. You can push the button off and disconnect the fence. Now wait, what'd you disconnect from the ground?
Oh, I just did the ground, didn't I?
Yeah, which I think you can do, but it could still ground out and still shock you. So disconnect
So I
from
need
the
to
fence.
connect here.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Good. This is our little makeshift gate. Just set it to the side there. Now you got to go backwards with the wheelbarrow. It's hard to push up a curb. So you have to go backwards. We need to get the staff in.
I'll go get it.
Go get him his staff, please. Let's park it.
Somebody hold this.
Because we have to dump it in there. But how you going to dump it with that man there?
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable walking behind him right there?
No.
I don't either.
I'm
glad you
around.
don't. So walk around.
Okay.
Walk around and we'll hurt him out.
Is that actually right?
I'm glad you're, you want to be extra careful.
Go! You're going too far.
I like how you're just being
Those are
cautious.
really
Don't get
tiny
too close to
legs. Yes. Phyllis has bigger legs than him.
him. All right, there you go. Shut him in. Drag that in there and just pick a low spot to dump it in. Doesn't matter.
Is this too close to the
No,
nose?
this is great. That looks. I would have said that was the low spot. I would have maybe said right where you're
Right here.
on. Kind of high right here. Yep. Actually, yeah, good. That's good.
And you don't try to level it or anything.
You could kick it. You could kick it around if you want. This is pretty lumpy,
What about working it around?
but it'll level itself. Now, since we're here, we might as well get the wood chips and put it on the. We might as well change their diaper. Let's kind of that gate wasn't shutting well.
Pull it.
So let's kind of harvest this stuff and use it. So grab your manure fork. Well, I'm kind of letting him do things so he can learn how to do it. Sure. Sure, go ahead.
It's too big for me.
Yeah, and we're not completely covering it. We're just sprinkling. Yep. Perfect. I think that's good. You want to put your fork back? They have quite a bit of hay left over, but it helps to flip it. Do you remember flipping it last time?
Yeah.
So they're kind of eating what they want. They're being picky because there's too much. There ends up being a lot more hay in here. You just pile it up to one side. Yeah, you did that. And flipping it will expose more of the more of the stuff they like, and they'll eat it down a little bit better. This is a big flake. The littler flakes are that.
Okay. And you wanted 2?
I was thinking we do little flakes. I think I did 3 or 4 big flakes yesterday, so maybe we could do 2 big flakes.
This thing's tired.
I kind of roll it up, sit in there like that. Yep. Heads up, get in. Get in, don't do that, please.
I did not.
You want it to fall on this end or that end? That's fine. Doing that, it's fine.
That's a real big tumble I had.
There you go. Perfect. Yep. See how it sits, and it's not likely to be falling out of the their hole for eating it. That was perfect. Looky here, Luke. I like how much hay is left. Actually, that so little left. They probably ate all they want out of it, and we're gonna use for the sheep. We just haven't had to use wood chips. We've just been using spent hay.
Okay.
And they don't have pies like cows, you know. They just got these little marbles. So we kind of spread this everywhere.
So is this 1 big flake or is it 1.5? It's 1 big?
That's one big one. We could do another little one. And we'll see what happens. In the afternoon, if they're totally empty, in the afternoon you'll give them some more.
Uh-huh.
Or if it looks like they're about to be empty, you know what I mean?
So he's in here. Is he always in? Because he goes.
He's
with the
in.
cows.
He's in until after milking. The
So
calf.
he goes in at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show
That
you
way
that
he's
on
not
afternoon
taking
chores.
all the milk at night.
I'll show you that in afternoon chores.
Okay.
So before we leave any animal systems, we have to say, are they secure? We'll go that way. You're already doing what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
So we're about to leave these lambs, but look, Luke.
Yeah, the chain. Did it drop down?
It did. I see it right there. And when we ultimately leave to go inside or to go home, we have to think food, water, and security.
Okay.
In the sense of security, that's fences and gates. Are the fences on? Are the gates shut?
Right.
That thing. Do they have their shelter? You don't want to use hay and manure for the same wheelbarrow. This is rotten and rusty. That's how you know it's the manure.
You do hay first and then manure?
Yeah. Yeah, you can fluff that, and let's maybe take it out and put it on top.
Okay.
Jonah built that. See how that works.
Mm-hmm.
So then let's just fill that.
Keep them in there.
Okay. Hold on.
You need flake hay for the loot stores?
We're really gonna jam it down in there. Yeah, we did need hay for luchadors, but we ended up using all this. You wanna go back and get some?
No.
Okay.
You guys can.
You're gonna be a supervisor today, huh? Yeah, we just jammed it in there, nice. We'll do that in the morning and afternoon.
Woo!
Now the reason we put the cows in the stall, we can get this hay in nice. We can get the manure up. We're gonna try to get the Kubota and bring you a big old hay bale over here and park it in front of the mower.
Okay.
Okay? Might as well get our waters. You can actually fit, what I do, you can empty that out, kind of pitch it out into the garden there, and then hang it back up. And then grab the black one in there. It's just hanging. No carabiner. Let's pitch it out in the garden. Try to get all the way over in the garden if you can.
Okay.
Yep. Then that way you're not stepping through mud. Didn't go.
Did you bathe yesterday?
Set this right here, Luke. And then, because it's not frozen today, you can use a hose to fill these up.
Okay.
If it were frozen, you'd have to take these buckets over to the spigot. People need to do what I'm doing right here and hire a farm sitter and pay them good money and put it into their travel budget or vacation budget. If they do not have money, then they need to make all the chores super easy.
Yeah.
So one example would be, well, for you, I made sure the luchador pin is fixed. The farm sitter should not have to do that stuff.
Right.
I make sure all the hooks are in place. Make sure the hay's. I'm gonna bring hay and put it over here near the shed, so it's easy for you.
It's faster.
But what I'm saying is, if you've just got some chickens and a garden, well then go on vacation in the winter.
Yeah.
You got no garden chores.
Well, and
then,
even out here, you almost don't have to water a garden for the most part.
Yeah.
So you can get away with that.
No, you could get away with for a garden. So, but for chickens, get a big old automatic waterer, a 7-gallon instead of a 5-gallon. Get an automatic feeder for your chickens. Don't be doing fermenting and soaking for the farm sitter. Just if that's what you're doing, take a break from that.
Yeah, make it easy.
And just have auto feeders, auto waters, auto door openers and shutters on the coop.
Yeah.
So try to automate
As much as possible.
and then give them one heck of a list to follow.
Yeah.
And then that's easy for you. Did they follow the list or not?
Yeah.
And it's no, oh, I think they did a good job or this and that. No, you can go down the list and say, well, they didn't do this, and it's right here on the list.
Yeah.
And you can decide if they're adequate enough. Nobody's going to be perfect.
So the handle, I
And
got you.
holding it like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Putting it this way, the other way.
I don't know.
That back is flat, so it can lean against the wall. There you go. Look at you switching the carabiner.
Washing it off for you.
He's just gonna watch it for me, isn't he?
Rather than trying to. And so this is now just parking.
Yeah, let's park it.
What?
I kind of like that flow that we did. What do you think?
I mean, that's fine. You know,
Now,
just
are you ready to walk away?
Makes sense.
Before
No?
we
good.
left, I got a
The
lollipop.
cows are still pinned up. But we're not worried about scooping that out, or should we go ahead and scoop it out while the wheelbarrow's
Let them out and we could see.
Okay.
If it's real, let's see what it's got. Let them out so you can get in there.
Okay, so I can tell.
Look, they're getting out.
And okay, yeah, there's our problem. Hey.
Oh, here we go. Okay, we're gonna get some practice.
How did that happen?
All right, just one's good.
If she wants it. Okay.
No.
What? How is he going to get in?
Go back. Here's a real staff.
So you would want to find a real staff.
Yeah.
Take your time. Her out is not an emergency.
Well, there's not much traffic.
She's not going to go very far. There's no traffic. You can take your time. You can find you a staff. I don't care if she goes that way or this. She's in our garden there, but we're converting that to a different garden. It doesn't matter. Let's put that back. There's no rush. So if you're at this point, you're like, I don't feel like I can herd her in. This isn't working. She's not wanting to just go back in. Go get your alfalfa. Let's try it. I'm not saying this will work either.
So it might.
But
And you take just a
let's
scoop?
take the whole bucket.
Oh, bucket. Okay.
Let her nose in that. It might not work. Shake it. This, if you're going to use alfalfa, you're not going to use the staff.
Okay.
Because if you're using alfalfa, you're leading her. You're not hurting her.
Okay.
So you can put it down. There you go. See, you heard that. Let her get a little taste. Cool. Okay, walk a little bit. This is the carrot in front of the mule trick. And then when you get in there, you're going to reward her by taking a scoop and putting it in that wooden trough.
Okay.
Make sure she sees you do that. Don't worry, that happens. It happens. It happens to me all the time.
Well, and unlike
You forget
us,
to shut a gate.
like for us, we're right by the highway. So if
That
an
would be
animal
an
gets out, we
emergency.
got a real problem. Which is why we don't have goats.
Now, are you done in there?
Let's see, water, hay. No, there's the cow still tied up.
So you'll make a habit of before you leave an area, water, hay, and you did the checklist. I heard you. You said water, hay, and the other one would be security. So worst case, that didn't work.
Okay.
Or it's these guys out. Worst case, I'll show you where the nets are for the fence.
Okay.
And
you
what
set
you
up
would
a
have done
net.
here, we would open that fence and then kind of set up a net in the funnel.
Basically like what
So
we
it's
did with
more
chickens.
open way out here. And it's getting narrower as you get closer. And if you can get them inside this broad open funnel, this net, then it's easier to herd them. We got our big scraps. Divide this evenly in 3 buckets. There's not a whole lot of.
Do you have a teaspoon? You said even. You said even, right?
Yeah.
You might need like a.
And then let's, no, it's fine. And then let's do 4 pounds of grain in each one. This is bigger. When you run out of this bag, you have another bag. This is a pound. Bring those buckets closer. pound is about a half an inch from this rim. From that inner rim. That's a pound.
Okay.
Half an inch from that inner rim.
Okay.
Okay.
So 4 pounds in each one?
Yep.
Because these are the 3 pigs, right?
Yep. A little bit. Just enough to guesstimate to get that grain wet. We're gonna start in a second. Alright? Let's do one more bucket. With chickens. The whole bucket full for chicken feed. Yep, you remember, don't you?
Is there a scoop in each
Yep.
bag?
Just fill the bucket up. You can carry 2 buckets in each hand and walk out of here. You don't need to take the skim.
Okay.
Out of this spoon, okay?
Okay.
Let's mix in the skim. We could have maybe done more skin, and I'm not saying.
Do you want me to grab it?
I mean, I guessed, and I guessed I didn't pour enough. You can. So I was saying to try to make it easy on a farm sitter if you don't have a budget, because then you don't have to pay as much for a farm sitter, or you can get your neighbor to do it.
Yeah.
If it's easy enough, you can get your neighbor to do it for eggs. We're thawed out this morning, so we can hook up the hose and kind of do a better job washing these. Training for the farm sitter. You didn't let him do it, okay? There's a pink pigboard in there. You can grab it. Remember what we did here? We kind of just try to figure out how to throw it in there without them knocking it over.
Yeah.
And trick them.
This is just gonna keep popping up, so I don't really need to worry about, or I do need to try to worry
I wouldn't worry too much about it. Is it dirty?
No, not especially.
Okay.
I mean, I basically have gone to a system where we run out of feed every night, otherwise the rats will come.
Yeah.
And then they will tell all their friends.
Lift it up so then it doesn't get dragged in the ground.
Do you move it
You
in the
don't
morning
have
or
to. You can leave the pallet. If it's getting gross, you can move it. Okay, so we're right here, so we might as well
check for poop in the nesting box?
check for poop in the nesting boxes. I know there's one here. Wow, you touched that.
It's dry, I don't
You
really
want to
care.
make sure you wash your hands really good because I got Campylobacter
Yeah.
and reactive arthritis, and it's hell on earth. So you can still check for poop. So it's all good. Nice. They are out of water, so you would tell Lily, this is good though.
Okay.
But make sure these are working. She won't be able to fix a broken water line. Hey, but you might be able to.
She uses these, Justin.
It's her job to fill this up.
She's
This is
using
full.
these things.
Yeah, I know, but I like this too
She's
because
full.
I like redundancy.
Yeah.
When it comes to water.
Well, and this is already drowned.
This is not working.
He knows.
Yeah, he actually knows what he's doing with rabbits. Do you use these waters,
We use something
or do you
similar.
use this?
Actually, I moved to something like this, but I actually have all my bottles from when we did it because I'll probably use it for a quail eventually. But this, so you don't have to open the door.
Yeah.
Sure, but on the outside,
Oh, that's how you're supposed to
it's
do
gonna
it.
hang here, so it's never
That
gonna
makes more
sink.
sense.
You can,
That makes a lot more
So,
sense,
yeah.
and then it's tied up better
Yeah,
too
yeah.
there. Sits more secure.
Put water in that.
you know, since you've been showing me up all morning.
No, it's good. I'm always learning, man. It doesn't matter where, just somewhere where it's not manure.
Yeah.
check this. Oh, we're good on kelp. So this is something, as a farmer, I would fill up before I go so you wouldn't have to mess with it. But do daily, you do have to come get some of these bigger rooster teeth out. They're never gonna eat that.
Okay.
And some of the spine stuff isn't even good for rooster teeth. Probably do this in an hour and a half. And then let's go get the doors. I don't even like to leave the lid on it. Somebody did that. Because if you leave the lid on it and there's water, it's frozen shut.
Do you have soap out here? You want me to wash my hands real fast?
That's not an awful idea, but I don't have a soap out here. Well, I do in the cow bucket. You can grab you a rag and dip it into that tumbler. The luchadors, half
Because they're on grass already.
of a little flake.
Oh, well then we'll fit through.
We've been over here. So there's this line. Can you see that line?
Uh-huh.
Ever fading.
Yep.
So you want to try to just stay on the line. Otherwise you're getting into where they've been and they don't need to be back on their own poop. You got it? So we redid you a handle. We got you no flat tires. This thing, once you get it moving, you'll be able to move it.
Pull or does it push better?
And that's so good for your knees.
The bending?
Pulling weight,
Pulling
backwards. So consider this a knee workout. And if that ends up being a struggle, you can try pushing. If you get in a bind and you just cannot pull it, there's probably something wrong. There'll probably be a wheel jammed or a cable wrap. But if that's not the case, and you need to, just go get this side by side. That's enough. I think you only need to go one length. Let's get in there and empty their water.
So I'd climb in, or do you do it from the outside?
Here, do this. Look.
Okay.
If these guys get out, it's very tricky.
Yeah.
You almost you could try alfalfa, but you're probably gonna have to do a net funnel.
Feed, water, security. So
Yeah,
water's good.
sometimes we've done this.
Yeah. We have the same style.
And then this gets pushed open. Sometimes we
Leave
have
it
left
wide
it all
open.
the way wide open. And security also includes their shelter, which looks fine.
So now we can place all this. We place it in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the bottom of that will be clean, so everything's gonna get dirty.
Yep, you would have set all this part up yesterday in the afternoon.
Okay.
So we're good, right? We've got our cloths, our brush, apple cider vinegar, our...
Did you didn't use this, the cream last time?
Yeah, we're not
right?
using it.
Because it's just not cold.
It just kind of stays in there in case.
Yeah.
She might have a cut or something, we might use it, so we just keep it in there in case. Perfect. We'll check our water, make sure there's no poop in it.
Okay.
If it's 18 degrees and they need water, well, if it's 18 degrees, bust the ice.
Yeah.
But if they need water, there's a hose that we keep in the furnace room.
Okay.
That you'll have to use it. When you're done with it, you'll have to put it back in the furnace room.
You need to herd them over or all over?
What'd you say? That's
That's
good enough. If you open that gate, stand behind the gate,
It'll just probably
he'll
go
probably
inside.
go right in. If he doesn't, you'll have to walk around and just tap his butt. But he's hungry. Right? Nice. So we have it up here.
Hold it open.
I hang it up on here. I don't like to drop it because it could drop on manure.
Yeah.
And then let's check. Not that one. That one's the sheep.
So they're two.
So they are two separate. And make
That
sure
way you only
I would
have
go up here.
one group get out.
Yeah. Yeah, if one chain goes bad and it's to both groups, you've lost both groups. It's just redundancy here. Now, let's tie up the mama. Be mindful of their heads, their horns. So let's do one here and one there. Come on. Come on. Okay, so get a yeah. Try your best not to hit her head or spill any.
Okay.
Or get horned. Alright, now that you've got her, why don't you go ahead and tie her up. Be aware that she can pop up her head at any moment.
Where's the... What's the...
That's it. You had your hand on it.
This is... So how does it...
No. This.
Okay.
You gotta turn, hook her to that.
It goes like this.
Like that. Yep. And always hook that quick release end, not the other end.
Like that, so we're good.
Yeah, not this end. Because then to release her, all you gotta do is that.
Pull.
And she could be pulling against it, and then you can still undo her. If you were to hook this, you wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
So she's good. There you go. So he's asking, you know, how do you manage them? Because are you physical with them? Not really, because you're not gonna. You can't win. They're too big. So
that's where you're using the staff to...
So you could. Here, I think as somebody beginning, it probably won't hurt to use the staff. Let's do a training. So. They say, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. It's a little sketchy there. Get your pan and get you a scoop out there.
Okay.
And then come in with your pan.
Okay.
And then they're following you. Watch this.
Because she just wants to...
See? Okay. No interaction physically. And then I'm being mindful of these. I'm being mindful of that. I know that she can come up at any moment. I'm ready to jump back at any moment.
Okay.
Lily might help you. Let's not count on it for sure. Let's teach you how to do it if you were to do both cows by yourself.
Yeah.
Let's go to the dominant one. You always want to do the dominant one first. It should only take you one scoop to clean. To get it clean. So you've done that. Go ahead and brush her teeth off. Always with her, always from the right side.
With this side or
This
with
side.
this side? Okay. Now
Hey, look,
she's getting
ornery,
impatient.
so before you get big, go ahead and give her a little bit more. But you probably don't. No, I wouldn't give her a whole scoop.
Just part.
Yeah, we can overdo it with the alfalfa. So let's not milk yet, because I think for the sake of time,
Okay.
I'm gonna milk one cow and you'll milk one cow.
Okay.
But you should train in setting her up.
Okay.
So let's do the same. We actually should have set this. It's my bad.
In the middle.
In the middle. Maybe do one or two more. But try to milk as fast as you can now.
Okay.
Yep. Go at it. You might have to
And do
reposition
I-
her legs.
Now,
You need to reposition her legs. Move the bucket out. Okay. And then try this.
Yeah.
Wow. I should let you do that. That's easy. It's not always that easy.
Yeah, it's knees back to
Yes.
still.
Good.
Oh, except hold on. I didn't spray the first 5.
It's okay. Best practice. Maybe when you get about a third full, pour it into the reservoir. I can hear the sheep bleating, and I know I've missed a step. We open this up. Let's go ahead and open this and let the sheep into that, because they need to get their minerals. See that mineral feeder? You won't have to. We would have filled that up for you.
Okay.
They should know the drill. Don't let the calf out.
Because the calf will go to the cow.
He even knows the drill. He'll want to come this way there because mom's here. Actually, Open
back.
it up, let the sheep back. You can have the gate here, and open this gate. I can tell they're gonna need water. This water's terrible. So I might actually get this water going while we're wrapping it up. This water's just dirt. This has gotten filthy. You want to grab the end of that hose? And then you can sure you turn it back on. Cool. Let's turn it on our way there.
Okay.
So let's grab our pans and throw them back over. Let's get all this stuff over the fence before we let them out. In the afternoon is when we would do the cleaning of this. Afternoon chores are a lot quicker. But that's when we do the cleaning because the lines would be thawed out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good, right? Look at things and say, we're not good, so they can't get at each other, right? You can't get to water,
and
they can't get to feed.
Do I need to be herding, or this is all just staying open?
It's fine, you don't have to hurt her.
Okay.
Let's secure this open. Otherwise, it'll swing shut and somebody can't get the feed or water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if it was wet and warm, you're gonna not let them in here.
Okay.
And they can only go to the concrete. I'll have that in the notes.
Okay, but they can go on the concrete.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a checklist. It looks like the sheep could maybe use it more like a hay.
Okay.
They eat it down pretty good, right?
Yeah.
The cows are good. They've got their water's clean. We need to take the sheep's water. We put our cloths. There's an open bucket in here for dirty cloths, and there's a bucket in here for clean cloths. We're gonna go ahead and get tomorrow going. 6, okay? 6 cloths. And then we forgot to feed our apple cider vinegar. I like to splash that on Flossie's food.
Flossie
Tomorrow.
which
She's
one?
the dominant one, the one with the horns.
Okay.
So this is packed. We can set it in there for tomorrow. I like to fill this up with alfalfa so everything's ready.
Okay. Is one of these in here?
It's a little trick. First of all, you don't open it on this side. You actually open it on the side of the brown tag. See these tags? What do you want to call that? It doesn't have that on this end. Okay? Even though I'm basically opening it from the bottom. Now, see how one side has a single strand? Do you know this already? Oh, you already know this. Well, I'll teach these people in the camera. And one side has a double strand. You want to open it from the side where the double strand would be on your right.
Okay.
If you were looking at it. So over here, the double strand would be on my left. Over here, the double string would be on my right. All I got to do is unthread it one length and pull on it. Okay? We can pour that into our bucket. Remember how we spoiled that milk? Let's just pour this into our skim bucket for tomorrow's pigs. So now I'll let you pour it.
Let's see. And this
It's
one
a good
you were
chance
saying.
Grandma would be in here and take over from this point. It's a good chance.
Okay. But you were saying this one
Fish
it's
is
heavy
not.
enough you have to still touch the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to be mindful of that left hand.
Okay.
That you don't touch like the brim or something. You gotta set it down, it's gonna go up really fast, and you're gonna have to switch it over. Okay? So we will switch it over like that. I'm gonna let you switch the next one, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna have to set the bucket down to be able to switch
Take
it.
it into our room so we can both smell. Okay, come on, let's go. You can judge it.
But I don't want you guys jumping.
See that?
Look,
So that's the one you want.
Let's get it going, it's gonna overflow.
I'm
Nope.
tired.
You grab the bucket, put it here,
Tired.
transfer over.
Okay.
Okay? So when it gets so full, it's hard to pour out without spilling it.
Okay. Gotcha.
No problem. You're doing great. Lily's gonna take it from here, or Grandma. I've told you what to do just in case. I think you can figure it out. You're a smart guy. You did a really good job.
Okay.
Hope you feel
Got
good
my
about
exercise.
it. All right, thank you. Confident in you, buddy.